Hey crypto fans, thanks for joining me here on Altcoin Radar. Today guys, I'm going to show you guys how I find easy NFTs to flip for easy profits. Mainly Solana NFTs. I don't really mess with the Ethereum market at all. But as always guys, hey, if you enjoy the content that I create, then go ahead and make sure to subscribe to the channel and go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, because why not, right? And also guys, hey, feel free to follow me here on Twitter as well. You can find the link to my account in the description below the video. I like to talk about altcoins and NFTs all day long, so if you're into that sort of thing, hey, go ahead, give me a follow. All right, guys, so there are a lot of people out there who just simply straight up are terrible at trading NFTs, okay? And I get questions from people all the time, how do you find NFTs to flip? How are you making money off of flipping NFTs? And the simple answer is you gotta be smart. I mean, you really do. There's a lot of people out there who are simply just doing the absolute wrong thing, and they're sitting there wondering, why aren't I making any money? Why aren't I doing anything right? And the question is, you really got to take a step back and really look at what you're doing. You really got to be smart with this stuff. So here's the thing, you guys. I'm going to show you how I do things, because, I'm not going to lie. I'm not profitable every single time, but most of the time, you're basically trading NFTs the same way that you're trading small cap altcoins pretty much, and it's pretty much the same concept. So we're going to take a look at how exactly I go about doing that today. I'm not going to actually trade anything, because obviously a trade could take, that NFT might not sell for, a day or two. And that's the thing, you guys. I'm not doing this on a daily basis. I don't day trade NFTs every single day. I don't got time for it, because I got my channel and I'm, busy making other types of videos on a daily basis. So I just simply don't have time to, be trading all day long. But I do from time to time when I've got some spare time here and there. So I'm going to show you how I do it. All right, guys. So most of you probably are, I'm sure there's a lot of people who are watching who are a lot of paper handers, and honestly, it's okay to be a paper hander. It sucks for people like me who hold NFTs for the long term usually, but there's a lot of people out there who are just buying NFTs, random NFTs off the floor, and thinking that they can flip it for, 5 extra SOL in a matter of 24 hours. And realistically, guys, that's not how it works. So here's what you got to do. All right, so what I usually do is, the first thing I do is I usually come to Solanalysis, okay? And what I usually do is the very first thing I do, hold on, I gotta refresh this page. Okay, so the very first thing I do is, come on, refresh, let's not, all right, here we go. All right, very first thing I do, I come to Solanalysis. The very first thing I do is I click the price percentage change in the last 24 hours. And I click it one time because it's going to show me the top, the top gainers and the top price change gainers in the last 24 hours. And that's what I want to be looking for, you guys. To be able to flip these things quick, you want to be able to trade NFTs that have a lot of volume going through them within the last 24 hours, okay? You don't want to be buying random projects that have no volume going through them, because if you do that, you're simply going to be waiting on it, and nobody's going to buy your NFT. It's as simple as that. So what I usually do, you guys, is the first thing I do is I check to see which projects have a lot of money flowing through them in the last 24 hours. Obviously, Solana MEXC. I'm not familiar with this project, but obviously it's SolMe's. They have, they're up 366% in the last 24 hours. So they've got quite a bit of volume going through them within, the last, little bit of time here and there. So people are definitely looking at this project. Maybe it was a new mint recently. I don't know. But I would be checking this one out right now. And the other thing you got to look at, you guys, is make sure the floor price is small, okay? You don't want to be trying to day trade NFTs that are like 3.4 SOL, okay? Because you're probably not going to make your money back as easily. And if you want to day trade these things and try to make, a handsome profit in the long term, you want to try to make smaller profits over a longer period of time rather than big profits in a short period of time, because that's just not realistic and it's probably not going to happen. So usually what I try to do, you guys, is I try to look for anything that's below 0.5 SOL. That's usually what I'm comfortable with. So SolMe's right here, this one would be perfect for me. I would be looking into this one easily, no problem whatsoever. So what I would do is I would simply go to the project, and I would go to the secondary market, and I would look through the secondary market and try to find one that is somewhat rare. I don't want to buy one off the floor that's, just not rare at all. I mean, I'm not going to go in here and buy, let's say there's an NFT in this collection that's like ranked number 19,500 out of 20,000, and it's being sold at a floor price of zero point 0.1. I'm probably not going to buy that because that's probably not, I'm probably not going to, I'm probably going to have a hard time flipping that one. Usually what I try to do is I try to get one that's at least 50% below the actual, what do you call it? 50% below the total supply. So I will try to get something that's, at a floor price of between zero point 0.1 and 0.5, like I said, my maximum of 0.5, that's below the 10,000 the 10,000 level of their overall collection, because that's half of their overall collection. If you can find one like that, then you want to go ahead and turn around and list it for at least, don't turn around and list it for, let's say you buy it for 0.3 SOL, okay? You don't want to turn around and try to turn it for double that. You don't want to try to turn it and try to sell it for 0.6, okay? Because realistically, that's not going to happen. You want to flip this thing. If you're trying to sell it for double, that's not really flipping. What you want to do is you want to turn it. You want to sell it for, let's say, 0.4 instead of 0.3, okay? You just made 0.1 SOL that you didn't have before. And that means you can go ahead and you can do the same process. You can repeat the process with a different NFT in a shorter period of time. So therefore, you guys, you're making quicker profits in a smaller time span. So, it goes to say without saying, you take your smaller risk and you can easily make some pretty good money doing this. So, especially if you do it this way. But the big thing here, you guys, is you want to make sure that the project that you're buying into has a lot of money going through it within the last 24 hours. That's the big thing. And you want to make sure that it's a small floor as well. Like I said, the bigger floor projects, unless you're already a millionaire, you don't want to go with the bigger projects. So you want to work your way up to the bigger projects. So that pretty much does it, you guys. And the same thing, you guys, here is you can do the same thing on Solana as well. But the thing with Solana is, there's not many projects on here. They don't have very many projects on here. I mean, they only have their projects that are on their marketplace. So Solanalysis, they kind of have a bunch of projects throughout all the different marketplaces. So, I would check here first. This is usually what I use every time I want to do this. So, yeah, guys, overall, anything under a small floor price, anything below 0.5, make sure the price percentage in the last 24 hours is up, and make sure they've got an overall good project, make sure the community is active, all those sorts of things. It does require work on your end, but hey, if you do this right and you do things right, you guys, you can easily make some decent extra cash on the side just by flipping these NFTs and doing it the correct way. So, all right, guys, that's gonna pretty much do it for this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. But again, guys, hey, before you guys leave, don't forget to follow me here on Twitter with the link in the video description down below the video. And also, guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and take a minute to subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a new crypto and altcoin video from me on a daily basis. And hey, guys, with that said, thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my future videos or chatting with me here on Twitter.